Oh my goodness, Crom has been kind today. Well, it might be Tāwhiri Mātia or any other god of the wind that you can think of. Got a screaming tailwind. We're just sitting here at 26 kilometers an hour, tapping away. Now, strap check. Yes! Thank you, Scott. We've got a bit to chat about today, alongside the wind, which is a lovely sou'wester, and I'm heading northeast today, so I am exquisitely grateful for a tailwind, which segues into my next chat around New Zealand weather. Long-standing myth, we don't have an ozone hole in the ozone layer. What we do have is a very coastal climate at quite a high latitude, I mean close to the equator, compared with, say, the United Kingdom, and as such, on a day like today, it's about 18, maybe 16 degrees. In a less coastal climate would be in the 20s, and you would be wearing sunscreen and a hat and all of the things. So that's fascinating to me. One of the other things I wanted to have a quick chat about early on was the route. So where I'm going today, from Cambridge to effectively Waikino in the Karangahake Gorge, to leave Cambridge you have to get over a range, and you can take your pick. The options are French Pass, which is what it sounds like, a pass, Moangakawa Hill, which is the local coal, or Te Mero, which is again a bit of a slog, which then links up through a place called Waterworks, which is a bit busy as well. And when I say busy, I mean hilly. And so today I'm sneaking north for Scotsman's Valley, which sounds promising, doesn't it? A ride through a valley between that range and this range. So here we are, heading for the valley. This road is Puke Morimori Road. Puke means hill, and I didn't take that one because it's just one more little hill I didn't want to sneak over today. Alright, we've snuck around, and that is the backside of the hills I didn't want to go over today. Well, if you would like to know something fun, I'm on my way to Karangahake Gorge, and here I am in Kiwitahi with the bell. And thank you, Kiwitahi, for having a tap available for me. So we've just pulled up at Kiwitahi for a quick water bottle refill, and good time to have a quick look at the bike. I am on my Canyon today. She's in full touring mode. Mudguards, toe peak backloader, homemade frame bag, XL handlebar bag, pretty robustly built for 60 New Zealand dollars. Can we please talk about the tailwind? Alright fam, we've just cracked the 50k mark. That's Mount Te Aroha that we've been sort of using as a beacon the whole way here. This is the Hauraki Rail Trail. In this direction, Matamata. In this direction, Te Aroha. And hey van, we've just come from over there. Let's go get something to eat. Well, it is Good Friday, but the cafe I had banked on being open for lunch is closed. So we'll push on to Te Aroha town and see what we can find. I always feel a bit like I'm in a western when I come into Te Aroha. I mean, I don't know why, that's completely unfounded. Te Aroha is a lovely Art Deco spa town. Mineral spa up on the hill there. Found an absolutely cracking spot in Te Aroha. Never been here before. Cinnamon Cafe. I've got a ham and cheese toastie on the way, and I've just demolished a hot chocolate. So looking good. I'm gonna need a hot second of just walking my bike down this street before I can think about getting back on it after that cheese toasty. Whew. Had a beautiful ride here, and I didn't take a lot of video because I was worried about battery life of the phone. I'm not carrying a battery pack today, and also I just had a screaming tailwind and it was lovely. But from Scotsman's Valley Road through Kiwitahi, Kirione, all the way out here to Te Aroha West is just absolutely gorgeous. Pretty much jam-packed for space on the bike, and I'm not wearing a bib or a jersey with pockets, but I did forget an essential. So I've just been to a service station and picked up a small packet of facial tissues. And yeah, about to jump back on the bike and ride through one of my favourite sections from Paeroa to Waikino. Alright, so one of my favourite parts about this ride is this tunnel. Absolutely heaving today, Easter Friday, full of tourists, super exciting. The thing is, like, it's genuinely post-pandemic and so the tourists are back, but man, I just wasn't prepared for a couple of hundred people being in this tunnel. Oh my gosh. Honestly, that has put a smile on my dial. That was one of the most hectic experiences of my riding life. I don't think I'm being hyperbolic when I say a good couple of hundred people were in that tunnel. Gotta admit, I was having a bit of a struggle street from Paeroa, but that tunnel has just filled my cup, overflowing with joy. Honestly, how many people were in there having the time of their life? Hello. And then I got to be Superman guy who put a new tube in for a couple who were incredibly struggling. And it went really well for me, so I looked cool. Thanks for that. Fate. What is the god of tires? The Michelin Man? Hermes? Who knows? Alright, onwards! Alright, a quick update. The wheels are off, the barn doors are blowing. We've had an emergency gel. Let's see if we can get to the campsite. Welcome to home for the night. To say this campsite is busy would be an understatement. It is so busy. So I've got a lovely spot wedged between two other campers. And yeah, I bought myself a little treat at the servo. Some nuts and a Freddo. Got a D-high. that's about it. Been a good ride. That last couple of K of hills, mate, glad to be here. I have had a wee nap. I have a wee sunburned nose, and the sun is just about to go below the tree line across the river. The sun has gone down, and by down I mean just below the tree line. And because I set myself a goal of waiting until 6 o'clock for the nasi goreng, it is time to eat. And my down jacket has been pre-warmed by the Dehi. And I am hungry. Here we go. Steaming chunks of egg, pumpkin, rice, soy. Put it in me. Socks warding off everything. That is a widowmaker, and I think if it falls it'll miss the tent. It is 7:20. I am stuffed. If I go to sleep now and wake up at 5:30, it's a solid 10 hours. I'm going to take it. Hey, it's just after 7, still quite dark. It's about 10 degrees. Slept really well. Yay! I'm going to pack up and talk once there's some more light. All right. Gosh, it's 20 to 8. A very slow pack up. It's about 8 degrees, which is good to know because I was snug in the quilt last night, but I did have full mummy mode and I slept with my down jacket on, especially for the hood. So that's nice. I've got a classic climb out of camp, you know, when the campsite is at the end of a nice descent. The first thing you have to do in the morning with cold legs is climb out. In there, where's the finger? There is the tunnel, which goes through that hillside. The wind is absolutely ripping through this tunnel, headwind this morning. Man, it's a treat. Holy moly. I thought my hands were cold. Morning, boys. Just had coffee and $18 of heart disease at Pairoa. Heading for Te Aroha West today, where I will be picked up by my lovely wife and children. Just wanted to recap. Toe Peak backloader, I think that's 11 litres. And that's got sleeping pad, tights, rain jacket in it, and puffer jacket, which I'm wearing, but that fits in there as well. In here is homemade bag. I think that's a couple of litres. Up the very front you can see squeezed in is my GSI Minimalist cooker, canister, pot, lid, spoon, gripper. Then I've got a first aid kit, some a iPhone cable, lightning cable, lever, plug, tube, multi-tool, pegs are in here. What else is in here? Oh yeah, a bit of food, a gel and a muesli bar. And then up front this is new to me, this is an XL. Now I think there's just a Kiwi dude who imports these from China. This thing is a whopper, 16 litres. I've got it rolled down so I can at least hold on to the drops. super robust. I mean, this bondage system up here is pretty good if you're into steampunk, but I am impressed with how little it's moved or just done anything. And in here is quilt, tent, poles, footprint, canyon grail, and maybe I'll put a little spec in there about what size and stuff that is. But only real difference is it's running 165mm cranks, and the handlebar is not the standard grail handlebar. And I wanted to say tyres, Panaracer Gravel King SK Plus in 43mm. Haven't loved them compared to the Rene Hurst that I had on before them. I was running some slick Snoqualmie Pass Rene Hursts, and oh my gosh, they're so nice, but they were very puncture prone. So I went to the SK Plus, which are slower but less punctury. Parkour! Well, I went and cursed it, didn't I, by saying they don't puncture as much. We are very squidgy, and there's a nice little setup link right here. Alright, let's hope that rides in and holds. Nailed it. Alright, that's the end of my ride. Final thought, I didn't leave the Waikato region this entire ride. I went through a couple of districts. It's beautiful, and I'm really lucky that I get to call this place, oh, sleepers, crikey, home. I see a green car waiting for me.